Hezbollah fighters taking aim. Their target, armed groups who fight against them and their ally, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. For years, hundreds of fighters based in this mountainous region have staged attacks on pro-Assad forces, the Lebanese army, and against each other. The Hezbollah-led operation to push them out began early on Friday from two fronts, the outskirts of the Lebanese border town of Arsal and the Syrian village of Flita. FATIMA EZZEDDINE is from Arsal and works with Syrian refugees. She says many are concerned the fighters, fleeing the heavy shelling, will start targeting them.
In Arsal, we fear suicide bombers will infiltrate our city and cause chaos and incitement between the refugee population and the civilian population. The Lebanese army has promised us it's taking measures to prevent this.
Earlier this week, Prime Minister Saad Hariri said Lebanon's military is preparing its own military operation in the Arsal area. The rugged mountainous region is a stronghold of some al-Qaeda-linked armed groups, including Jabhat Fatah al-Sham, formerly known as Al-Nusra Front. ISIL also has a presence here. The Lebanese army has set up a heavily militarized ring around Arsal as part of its attempts to prevent attacks. 3 years ago, in what was the worst spillover of violence from the Syrian war into Lebanon, fighters briefly stormed Arsal and kidnapped more than 24 Lebanese soldiers and policemen. 9 of them are still being held. Leaders say that's not going to happen again.
The only threats that face Arsal are stray bullets, since we are so close to the battlefield. But Arsal will not witness any other threat. There will be no battle here.
But others are less confident. Last month, 5 suicide bombers blew themselves up after Lebanese troops raided Syrian refugee camps in the Arsal area to search for suspects and weapons, killing a young girl and injuring 3 soldiers. Hundreds were arrested and 4 Syrians died while in military custody. The causes of their deaths is still under investigation. Tensions are high across Lebanon. Many fear this Hezbollah-led offensive in this mountainous region will lead to yet another major spillover of the Syrian war. And while the Lebanese military is promising that won't happen, whenever it chooses to start its own offensive to clear armed fighters from this area, many believe it's a promise it won't be able to keep. Imtiaz Tyab, Al Jazeera, Labweh, on the Lebanese-Syrian border.